I need to send out we're live.
Hi, everybody. Hello,
Welcome.
Sunday morning with Ashala.
Yeah. Ashala was
I
dancing last night.
was. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Rolling out of bed.
We just took a few minutes to catch up and we both have quite a bit going on at the moment. So it's in honor of that stripping away what no longer matters today's full moon, new moon, happy new moon, everybody.
Happy new
Um,
moon.
yeah.
Happy new
And
moon.
Ashala is tapping in from Gabriola Island. How is your new home?
I love it. I love it. And, I really love it this weekend because the sun is shining. And it's a magical place. It's a magical portal. I feel I've been called here for many reasons, and I'm delighted to get to know people and feel into this extraordinary area of, the Gulf Islands. And there are portals here. There are petroglyphs. Literally, it was weird because where I lived across the water all last year and the year before, I was about a kilometer as the crow flies from the major petroglyph site there. And same thing here on Gabriella. I'm like literally about a kilometer as the crow flies from the major petroglyph site here. So
yeah,
being put in these locations, and I feel so honored to be called to show up and resonate with that frequency and work it into my work and my magic practice, and then give back to the land and the ancestors of these lands in a good way. So yeah.
Beautiful. For those that don't know what petroglyphs are, do you want to just give a quick recap?
Yeah, I mean, I think petroglyphs are quite magical. I feel as though they show up in sites like, for example, they're apparently they're like, a few thousand years old, and that they were put here by indigenous people. They were carved into the rock. They're basically glyphs or images. They're pretty evocative images. The anthropologists say, oh, this is supposed to be this sea creature, and this is supposed to be, and to me, they look like interdimensionals, all of them. It's a lot like cave art in Europe. It's like we're looking at people were journeying interdimensionally and illustrating the things that they witnessed. And I feel like these sites often get placed in very potent areas. And this region, like the island I'm on right now, is full of these extraordinary geological phenomena. Same with the other petroglyph site. There's these massive black circular sphere boulders, and the geological, just scientific analysis, they don't even know what caused them. And I'm like, these are from another planet. They've come in. They are like, a large meteors or something. And because they landed, and they're still pocketed right in the center of the rocks here. And then there's these big, very odd shaped rock formations here on this island. The indigenous people came to these places because they saw that this was a portal place. They saw that this was a significant location, and that's why they came and made these illustrations. I think they probably did, medicine journeys and had their own experiences in these very powerful places, and then left their inscriptions to honor that, so that's my experience.
That was a very good description. Yeah, no, that was perfect. I'm looking forward to visiting Gabriola. I don't think I've been to Gabriola. I've been to many of the islands, but not Gabriola. Yeah. And let us know where you're tuning in from. We're very curious. How are you feeling on this new moon? And with the looming solstice coming up. And today we wanted to tap into that as well a little bit. Trixie, nice. And Trixie's coming in from upstate New York. Thank you for tapping in and sharing 111, which is actually this whole new moon, like let go and send and plant some new seeds. And it feels, I was saying to Ashala before the call, it's feeling a lot like a full moon for me personally. And
Mhm.
that can be from many things, but it's been this like releasing and letting go and really tapping in. And it is a time when us feminine often, I was in a red tent event this past week where I sat in a circle online to connect, and there was huge conversation around women synchronizing around the new moon and how that was such a potent time for receiving messages and connecting together. So there's no mistakes in any of this or when we plan the
Mhm.
19th as an event for the summer solstice, which is the sun card in the tarot. Yeah. Share a little more, Ashala.
Yeah. Well, the 19 sun card is the renewal, the rebirth. It is this extraordinary light at the end of the tunnel. Exactly. And it's one of the major arcana. It's the second, third to the last major arcana. Right after the sun comes judgment and then the world. So it is this awakening. It's kind of like our ascension or expansion. I call it
Mm,
expansion, not ascension. We expand into new earth potential. And it is that heralding that expansion. It's kind of like, I saw the light, I saw the sun. And our relationship with the sun, as you know, Tanya, is so profound. And it's this time for us here in the Northern Hemisphere where we can stop everything, take a pause, and bask in that relationship. We every year at this time have an opportunity to rebirth ourselves, to literally activate and come alive. And I feel like the sun is connected to our heart chakra. You know, you look at that card, if you put up that image again with the child, look at their arms wide open, right? Look at that, like the heart open, the arms open. This is what this time invites us to do. It invites us to open our arms wide. If you're sitting there, just do that for a minute. Open up. Feel what that feels like to go, yeah, yes.
mm.
I welcome the sun. I welcome
Yeah,
this opportunity to be reborn, to, activate. And my dear friend Charlene is visiting with me right now. She is a feng shui master and geomancer and nine-star key astrologer. And she's talking about of course, the Chinese year of the fire horse. And this is a fire horse month. So it's
mhm.
all this fire, solar. She's talking about you could just feel like you're being blasted open and you want to go in all directions at once. Like you're just feeling like, whoa, going out in all directions. I want to say, especially at this event that we're doing on Friday, we are sort of grounding that in a really beautiful way. We are calling the intention and sharing that called intention to utilize that fire activation for our own healing, for our own transformation. If we're going out, if we're being pulled out into the world to do right now, we're going to burn out.
Mhm.
So it's like be.
And it's interesting because quite a lot of the time I'll stand out in the sun this way and I'm like, sunflower. I'm just taking in the sun, right? Being grounded and still energized at the same time. And I do believe you're right. We're being activated like no other time by energies we can't even see. More
Mhm,
photonic, more cellular,
mhm.
more, which we're not used to. So some people are very, I had a friend, he's like, I'm napping twice a day. And I was like, oh, wow. Right. So everybody's affected, infected a little differently by this and activated. Some are getting like extreme allergies. I keep hearing about allergies recently, and
Mhm.
it's like, oh, you're having an upgrade. Your
Mhm.
body's doing what it needs to do to shift and bridge and change, whether you're aware of it or not.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
Totally,
beautiful,
totally.
beautiful. I wanted to share a little bit more about the space and maybe the agenda for that, and the fact that the Sabian symbol for this, summer solstice, which is the time when the sun goes from being, getting lighter, 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 and then there's that day of pause, and then it starts to go the other way, and
Mhm.
it's an invitation to, yes, celebrate the light and celebrate summer. Summer's when we're generally most active, visiting people, celebrating, and to just pause and really set your intention for that which you really do desire, but also to get in coherence. And I keep talking about the cohere dance, and we were talking about it even in Egypt, that, we have this dance that we do as we expand and contract, like the breath, like the universe. And
Mhm.
it's the ability to become smoother at it. You
Mhm.
dance like without the jagged edges, so to speak. And so we'll be doing a bit of coherence. And Chase, who's coming in with the bowls, it's these pure crystal bowls with a handle inside and a magnet on the bottom. Some of you have seen mine, whether it was the brass one in Egypt or the crystal one that I always bring to the debt. And so I'll be bringing both those bowls and helping place them on people. But it's that opportunity to just allow the space with the A-frame for that sound and the energetic container I
Mm.
know that will be created is gonna vibrate through you and around you into a different coherence than when you first walk in. As well, we'll have some light snacks, some lunch. Ashala's gonna do tea leaf readings. Go into that a little bit more because I love tea leaf readings.
Yeah. So I'm going to do a couple of things. I mean, we're going to also be outside. We're right
Yes,
next to this beautiful
Carisburg
landscape.
Park.
Like, yeah, it's a park with some old growth trees in it. Like, it's just phenomenal. And there's these beautiful gardens, like a rose garden, but it's very small and contained and kind of, sequestered away. It's not a super busy area. So we're going to be doing, and there's even like a little area that looks like, like a little outdoor theater area there. So we have the opportunity to move around that park and choose the ideal spot to do some intentional movement. And this will be very natural movement. It's not going to be like, oh, you got to be, you know, you got to be a dancer or a yogi or whatever. This is about shared connection with earth, with the environment. And we'll do that. And then we'll be doing this other side of things indoors where we're doing this, blessed with the sound bath, with the crystal bowls, and then gathering it all up with the tea leaf reading. So I'm bringing a couple of varieties of different teas and then going to share with the group how easy it is to do this. I've taught tea leaf reading for years. Children can do it. It's it's the most natural thing. It's what we do when we look up at clouds and see shapes and start to tell stories about those shapes. That's what tea leaf reading is. It's not
Yeah,
some, big metaphysical
so
science.
yeah,
It's really about opening into the wonder, that childhood imagination place, and then sipping on herbal tea while you're doing that. It just goes together so beautifully. And many of us, I'm always so amazed when I do tea leaf reading workshops. And I would say at least a third of the people always put their hand up and say, yeah, my great grandma did that, or my great aunt did that, or us of European ancestry, a lot of our grandmothers and great grandmothers read tea leaves. It was a very common thing in Europe, in many parts of Europe. So there's something so natural about it. We sit down, we start doing that. So we're going to be learning how to do that and sharing that in our group, like reading for each other. And I know it sounds intimidating. Trust me, it's not. In fact, the best readings come when people are not trying to do something. They're just observing and feeling. So that's the tea leaf reading segment of what we're sharing.
Yeah. And then there's so much more that we're just gonna let unfold. So as we move along, and it's that circle, right? It's that feeling of belonging, and having just gone off a call with someone who was in Egypt, it's like missing her tribe, right?
Yeah.
It's so interesting as we're out in the world and we feel we're alone, that when we get to come into these circles, like, oh, I'm not the only one. That is probably one of the
Mhm.
most beautiful aspects of getting to do what we do, is connect, like letting people, even though we're all in these satellite positions or we're all around a city, that we get to come into a room in a resonance and be held without, you just get to be you. You get to just let all the masks fall away and be authentically you. And that's, for me, why I love hosting events, because people just get to be themselves, and
Yeah.
I get to witness and hear the
Mhm.
stories, and yeah, and see them light up, and it's just a beautiful journey within just a day versus a whole Egypt journey that we just did. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
And we really intentionally chose the times, chose the location, chose the number of people. It felt like it is the beginning of constellating, creating that container for some kind of magic to happen. So yes, we have our intentions and the beautiful gifts or medicines that we're bringing into the experience. What is going to transpire? We are not sure.
yeah,
It will be beyond what we can formulate or design. There'll be a place for magic to happen. And I want to just say something briefly about when you were saying people are experiencing this activation of the sun in different ways. Some people
yeah,
get very tired. I've noticed, and what you said about the new moon as well, where we tend to, it used to be for me, the full moon was when I couldn't sleep. Now I'm struggling to sleep around the new moon.
yeah,
And this solar activation also, it's so bright, but it's also tiring, right? Because it's like, wow, we are being receiving frequency that we've never had before. This is new. This each turn of the cycle of the wheel of the year is we're being upgraded. Humanity is going through this massive reemergence. So it's going to feel somewhat tiring. And I also like the analogy of, in the spring or the summer, when the light starts coming through the windows, you see how dirty they are.
right,
You're like, oh, like you ever had that where, the sun shines after a dark winter here on the coast, for example, and you're like, oh my gosh, look at all the dust over there. Or look at underneath that. It's like, I got to do some cleaning. That's what's happening.
yeah.
It's bringing us to the awareness of what areas. It's not shaming us. It's just giving us an opportunity to see all that light activation is showing us where we got some cleaning to do.
Yeah, and that's why I call it an upgrade. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
being upgraded, and not judging and just allowing. So, hi, April. Yes, we do have more spaces, and a full confession, we we talked about it, and then we went to Egypt, and nothing got set up, and nothing got put out, and so we were extremely, late,
Yeah.
in my opinion, right? For setting this
Mhm.
up and putting it
Mhm.
out there. So and we do have some expenses to cover, and we want to make sure that we honor everyone that's come. So perfect. Yeah, that would be beautiful. Well, listen to this. We were just discussing before this, and we've decided, we are very happy that we will offer 2-for-1 tickets. So bring a friend. Buy one ticket and bring a friend.
Yeah.
So that
So
is
April's already bought a ticket, so you can bring a friend, April.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, Margie, it's happening on Upper Lonsdale. So literally, if we take the highway and Lonsdale and go up, it's like 6 blocks, maybe 7.
Yeah.
Carisbrook Park. It's right across. It's in a space that they rent out at the United Church there, and actually where my daughter went to daycare, where I went to parent participation daycare. I mean, all those years ago. My daughter's now 20. So yeah, that's the location, love.
And I used to live right around the corner from there and go to that
Right.
park all the time. And as soon as this sort of vision came into my head about this event, which was a few months ago, right away I saw that church. I was like, I think, and I said to Tanya, like, do they rent space? I keep seeing, well, we were talking about venues. We looked at a bunch of venues all over Vancouver, and then I kept going, there's that church or
Yeah.
something up there. You know the one I'm
Yeah.
talking about? She was like, I think I know. And then we went and looked at it and we were like, oh yeah. It's
Yeah.
this beautiful old wooden building that just feels, there's a special charge there.
There is something special about that. Yeah. And just a full disclosure, so I'm not shy about what things cost us or what. So Chase is coming in with his sound bowls and some other toys, we'll call it, but other musical instruments that he's going to be integrating as well.
Mhm.
And so he has the fee. There's a rental fee. There's a fee for the food.
Mhm.
So normally a sound bath on its own is about $55 for a one of this caliber. Maybe they have a little bit of Reiki or something. So we've taken that and done a full day event out of it. And so this is an extremely good value, and we want you guys to know first before I push it out in new ways. So
Mhm.
we are on Eventbrite, we are on social media, and we're on
Mhm.
social media right now. So hey
Yeah.
everybody, and I know we're over on Facebook as well as
Mhm.
YouTube at the moment. And
Mhm.
so we have this opportunity to, we would love it if it was those in the know that know. That's our favorite people. And
Correct.
anybody who feels that resonance, like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be there, or I'm curious,
Mhm.
those are the people we want for sure.
Definitely.
Just
Definitely.
like Egypt, it's not a check it off your bucket list thing. It's a come and meet like-minded people and
Mm.
get some new friends and find a new
Yeah.
resonance within
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. And yes, it's that, like I said, it came to me. It wasn't like, oh, what am I going to do for solstice? I
Yeah.
know I'll throw together this event in Vancouver. It was months ago. I was like, I got to do an event for solstice in Vancouver. Right?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we're actually, even at this event, we'll probably talk about September, right?
Mhm.
And having this sort of continuation so that we have some, it's like having these points of connection. Oh yeah, that's where I was then, and reflection and an opportunity to just have a little bit of a new perspective. So, yeah.
And the growing tribe, as you're
Yeah.
saying, right? Like, we've got ideas for, the fall, the winter, the spring, next summer, next fall. So if this is something, if you find your people in these events, in our offerings, then there's going to be, you might not be able to make it to everything, but you could a year or two later come and join those people again.
Yeah.
So I love that feeling that we are, yeah, April, right? Uh-huh. And I'm so excited to be tapping back into the community in Vancouver because I did live there and I did have an extraordinary community out of the metaphysical store that I worked in when I was there, the Oracle. So there's possibly going to be some cross-pollinating and weaving with them down the road as well. And we're
Yeah.
excited about that.
I was there yesterday, like I mentioned. Yeah. It's a beautiful
Yeah.
store. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's as we go through this transitional time, it's
Mhm.
it's also, you were mentioning this is the fire horse month before the call.
Mhm.
And it's getting stronger as we go through the June. A lot of people are saying, oh, it's crazy. Some people are saying, no, it's calm. So it doesn't matter. It's your perspective and your experience in this realm right now. But as
Mhm.
we go into July, what are your thoughts on July?
Well, July is the month of the goat, and next year we're going to be going into the fire goat year, which
Wow.
is what does my friend Charlene call it? The goat is it basically it has that very determined, steady energy about it, but it's still charged with the energy of fire. So this is almost like the ignition year. And next
Yeah.
year is the engine is fully tuned up. We've blown out all the the stuff that needs to get cleared. It's gotten cleared because boy, we got pushed through it, right? And the more we can like celebrate and lighten that load and just go, yeah, don't need it, don't want it, goodbye. And
Yeah.
then next year, it's like we've got this amazing engine running now. Now we've got an engine. It's like after you take your vehicle out on the highway and then you're like, oh, it's just purring like a kitten now. It's so happy. That's next year. That's next month. Next month will be a small version of that. Whatever we can blast open this month and not
Yeah.
hurt ourselves in the process. Next month, we get to like go on that journey. We get to ride on that energy, and it's going to feel a lot more steady, a lot more
Mm.
ground. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. Your analogy had me laughing because I have in Powell Painting, I have a vehicle that's an older Audi Q7, and Ashala got to witness in real time what's been going on with the motor. Well, the saga that continued afterwards. So this has been going on for a while, and they told me it was no good anymore. And then I talked to a backyard mechanic friend of mine, and he's like, put this in. And so I went back to Canadian Tire, drove my mom's smart car after we were driving, and I'm down at Canadian Tire, and I'm like, I can't drive this smart car everywhere. It feels, like on the highway, you're
Mhm.
like, oh, I'm going sideways. No, I'm going this way. I'm driving a go-kart. And so I went down there and got this other product and had to go through this whole ceremony with my car to put this in and then wait 30 minutes and then top up the water and then start it and sit with it. And meanwhile, I'm giving it lots of love. I'm like, just a little more time, please. Just a little more time. I don't want to make a decision on a new vehicle right now because I don't know what's happening next. And
Yeah.
so lo and behold, Orca's running like whatever that this like ceramic particles that go in to clog the leak, which is and it worked. And I'm like, okay, I promise we're not doing a trip down the California coast again. We'll stay local. But thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, that is such a sweet image. And I don't know why we're talking about vehicles, but it does feel relative. It
Right?
feels I've heard so many people going through these conundrums with their vehicles. It's almost like our vehicles are having the same
Yeah.
process as our physical bodies are. It's like,
Right.
it's a whole new world here, and things are going to be shifting so much. I'm in the same boat. I'm like, I don't want to invest a bunch of money in a vehicle. I don't even know what, like,
Right.
I have a feeling it's all going to look very different in the next year or two. So, it's kind of like the one I have. It's like, okay, baby, come on. And I remember years ago, I had this old car and I was about to make a long trip. And this was when I lived in my community in the Kootenays. And my mechanic, he was such a character. He was a mobile mechanic. And he came out just before I left on the trip because he's like, well, I've looked it over. You should be good, but God willing, right? And he came
Right.
up and he started doing Reiki on my car.
I was
And
doing quantum. I got you.
and
Yeah.
it was amazing. Like, I went on that trip, no problems, came back. I was like, I think your Reiki is as effective, if not more, than your mechanical skills.
Right. Oh,
So
that's so
it's an
beautiful.
opportunity for us to see how much, right? It's an opportunity for
Yeah.
us to see how much, I want to say, influence we have over even these material things, this material world we live in. We have a lot of influence over how I've noticed. And I mean, you talk to fishermen, they say, yeah, we create, we create everything. We
Absolutely.
create what's going on in the ocean around us. That's why they have all these rules. You don't talk about this. You don't even think, if you even think that thought while you're on the boat, you're like off, get out of here. We got to be so careful how we put energy out. We are manifesting and creating around us. I mean, they do it with a lot of fearful superstition, but I feel like we can do this with a lot of like inspiration and excitement. It's like, well, what can it hurt, right? Do some Reiki on your car.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I could so I'll share what's gone on for me since getting home from Egypt.
Yeah.
We'd sold my mom's condo back in April, and I always knew that that week after Egypt, I had done huge purging. We did 1 week to purge, 1 week to paint, and then 1 week to sell it. And I'm
Mhm.
like, all right, we're done that for now. But when I get home from Egypt, that's when she moves because she didn't want to move before Egypt, which, interesting. That might have circumvented much of this. But, anyways, so I ended up coming home to my mom having had a couple more falls
Oh.
and pretty incapacitated at home. I was surprised she survived because I ended
Mm.
up calling the ambulance. I'm like, "You can't walk, you can't get through
Mm.
here." So I brought her to the we went to the hospital, got her x-rayed, and they couldn't find anything, but she had fallen backwards, and she says twice. And so since then, and now she's living at my house, so I went through, finished the condo, purged it out, got it done, and went, "Okay, that's done." And at the same time, the cat's dying that we've had for 18 years. My daughter is more attached to the cat than I. It's her
Oh,
first grief situation, and I'm still okay. And the most important thing I could do was manage my own energy.
yeah.
Because no matter what was coming at and around me, and I've said this for years, I am the eye of the storm. And so I can witness it
Mhm.
and influence where I need to, but not try and control, because as soon as you try and control, boom, you're in it too. So
Yeah.
it's been fascinating. For my
Mhm.
mom, we figured out, and this is a bit of a public service announcement, gabapentin, which is
Mhm.
a seizure drug for epilepsy. She
Mm.
was she was given that by her doctor. And I was wondering why she seemed a little less coherent. My mom's 73, she's not 93. And so we ended up managing to work through that and getting her off of it. She's already more coherent, but now she needs to heal from the fall. So that's a good sign, a really good sign.
Mhm.
And so we've been taking it one day at a time. The cat's transitioned. I think this is one of Jade's gifts, that she's got this
Mm.
ability to love and hold space with animals and possibly even a communicator, but I'm not going to plant that seed. I'm just going to witness it, and we'll
Yeah.
see what unfolds next. So
Yeah.
we're in this space where, and then there's me. Okay, make sure, like, even before the call, I was outside doing my little lymphatic stuff and just
Yep.
grounding in and bringing myself to center,
Mhm.
because that's the most important thing I can do. Thank you, Margie. Yeah. And the
Mhm.
car, right? Like everything everywhere all at once. And I'm just like, it's like I'm
Mhm.
watching a movie going on around me, but I don't need to be the main character. It's not me that had a fall. And as much as I love this cat, I know
Mhm.
the life process and I know
Yeah.
he's still here. So I'm okay. And that's what's been
And
really
you've got the
beautiful.
dog there now.
And the dog is, like, trying to get my attention. It now wants out. So this dog has been my shadow. Tanya left me for 3 weeks. She went to Egypt. Like, I've always taken her on hikes and walks, and now she's getting a little more vocal. Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
it made you angry and heavy. You know what, Cindy? Thank you for sharing that. I don't think enough people are aware of what this stuff actually does. It really
Yeah.
disconnects your neurons. Why is it good for epilepsy? So what happens when you disconnect neurons, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, don't you know? I got kicked away from computers when I worked at a retail store. He'd be like, "Get your electromagnetic energy out of this room," because I could make stuff fire up. If I got frustrated, nothing was gonna work. So he's like,
Oh,
"Get your ass out of here while I fix this."
Tanya witnessed this firsthand with me in the airports.
Yes.
I
Yes.
am like, I am, my children don't even let me touch their phones. Like
Right?
I really struggle. That's why I've had a BlackBerry for years with an old fashioned push button QWERTY pad, because like I touch stuff and it crashes. It does that. Like I didn't even touch it. I just put it in my hands and stuff started going wonky. So they're
Right?
like, okay, we get it. And Tanya saw it in the
Yeah.
airport where I was like, I just walked over there and all of a sudden the system's shutting down and Tanya's
Right?
like, Ashala, go stand over there.
Back up. Yeah, absolutely. And I love that you're a butterfly hummingbird. Yeah. You can send it over the net. You can send it anywhere. You can send
Mhm.
energy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna just pop up and let the dog out of the office 1 second.
Okay, well, I'll just chat with everybody for a minute or two, and I guess we're wrapping it up here pretty soon. But yeah, like I think we're at about half, we're almost at half capacity for the
Yeah.
event. And so that's why we're like, let's just fill this up. Let's just fill it up. So we want there to be a beautiful energy, and we trust, that it'll be just the right number. If we go over a bit, we certainly can accommodate that. We had the
Yeah.
intention of that magical number of 19 because it is the number of the sun card of the tarot. And the 19 is an interesting number because it is the 1 and the 9. So it is the crossover point where we gather all of what we've been up into this point and we rebirth it. We go into renewal. We start again. And then we go to the 10, which is, we rebirth it on the inside with the 19. And then the 20 is where it comes back to us. The universe reflects where we've grown. So the intention with the numbers, it's beautiful. And as I said, we want to open it up, bring a friend. So buy a ticket. You can share the cost of that ticket with your friend. 2 of you can come, and then you have an ally to do this amazing day with. So please reach out. I guess you're going to have the links in the video, Tanya, where people can
Absolutely.
sign up.
Absolutely. Yeah, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. And I think, Ashala, this is the first time I've ever been on with you that you haven't pulled any cards.
I've got them here.
Would you like to?
I've got them right here. Of
Would you
course.
like
Of
to?
course.
I thought, oh, we could. Yeah.
Absolutely. I always have them near at hand. I've got to be honest. I said to Tanya, we've got so many calls going on. We've got like, Egypt in Spirit virtual pass holders. I'm doing another presentation with them. I basically have curated our Egypt trip into 4 parts. Eventually, there will be little sort of shorts or reels up on my YouTube channel with the slideshow, the 4-part slideshow. But I'm doing part 2 of that tonight. And Tanya and I have all these different call schedules. So I thought this was a different call. I thought we were just chatting with some of the members. And then I came on and she's like, we're going live. I'm like, okay, I'm putting my hood up. I haven't even had my shower this morning. I'm like, all right, here I go. I guess I'm ready.
We are gathering on Wednesday evening for those that want to, that are coming to the event, just to have a little connection circle. So, so there is a lot going on this week.
All right. We're going to go a little sideways here for a minute. And if you look at my forecast, my forecast this week, everybody, for those of you that watched it, didn't we see this? Didn't we see deep state, power dominant models of control and authority are having not only a panic attack, a crash? So we're seeing massive crashing in those old systems. Like we've talked about it and we've seen it coming. It's really elevated now. Look at this. The old, like the patriarch, the old power dominant models of authority and governance and control, the tower coming down, and the 10 of Wands. We're all feeling the weight of this. We're feeling it.
Yeah.
Yes, we want it to go, but if it goes too intensely, the debris will hurt us. The fallout. We don't want the massive crash and burn. I've been saying this for years, since my very first YouTube video. I've been saying, do not call in a crash. Please don't call in a crash. Call in a complete overhaul, but don't call in a crash, because crashes hurt people, innocent people like us. So really watch this. Really watch in your world. You're like, oh, what do I do about it, Ashala? It's happening out there. What you do, just like we talked about doing Reiki for your car, do Reiki. Whoops. Do Reiki on your life, anywhere where you see power, control breaking down. Instead of trying to rush towards it or shy away from it, send it healing. Send it like miles to go. There's miles to go. Slow and steady. Yeah, look at this. I asked for 2 clarifiers and I got the slow and steady, Knight of Pentacles, and the Chariot. We're going to get there, folks. If we go too fast, it's going to hurt us. So slow and steady. Right? Slow and steady. And there's something about finishing things up. So in your own life, where are you still stuck in the old system? See if you can wind up some of those loose ends. And I don't know why that's relevant to today. It's relevant to this event that we're doing. It's relevant to our lives in general right now, for this month, for this year. But we're going to do very well if we can. Tanya just talked about wrapping up all these karmic things in her life. Like, she had to deal with this and this and this and this and this. And each one of those things, as she dealt with it and grounded it into renewal, here we're talking about the sun energy, the renewal, each time she did that, the whole frequency got a little lighter, a little healthier. So look at the places. How do we change the big outer? How do we change the macro? We work on the micro. If we all work on the macro is going to feel that ripple and it's going to respond where those crashes. So we talked a little bit in both my forecast and Crystal and my live Q&A about sending compassion to, and people were pretty triggered about, I don't want to send compassion to these evil people. And it's like, well, can we send compassion to the process of healing? The process of releasing this. And I was saying, we're all part of it, whether we believe we have a role in it. We've all participated over the last 8,000 to 10,000 years in this design. It had a purpose. Yeah, right. It had a purpose, and we don't want it to look too tense. We want to complete it. This is also, I used to talk with Janine about this years ago. We don't want to leave the toxic energy in there. I talk about that analogy with Gandalf on the bridge, you shall not pass. And then he walked away and he left the last little energy of that bell rock, and it grabbed his foot and pulled him down. We got to clear all the way to the bottom of this. So this is your due diligence, people. You could take the next 10 years to do it, but if you're freaking out about what's going on out there, do something about the places where you're still held. Work on it. Yeah. Right? Totally. And it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel weird.
Yeah.
Because we're in that void of transformation and there isn't any certainty in that place. It's like, we're all going to go like, what's going to happen? I'm on pins and needles. What's really going on here? Focus on this. Focus on
Trust,
radiate it out.
and trust
Totally.
yourself. Trust that you
Mhm,
know the answers when they come. You don't have to have it all figured out. That's the old model.
mhm.
That's, for the
Yeah,
analogy, that's my car saying, "I'm out of here." It's been steady. I've had it for years. I love it. And it's time for something new. But even though I don't know what that is yet, I just have to trust. That's why I laugh about things. I'm like, what else can go on? Like, I find it because by me responding with a light and playful energy and curiosity,
mhm,
I'm not feeding anything negative at all. I'm
yeah,
just holding a resonance and being the love that I am and knowing that, you
mhm,
know, love is a state of being, not an emotion all the time. And that
mhm,
holding that love vibration, I can't judge anyone or anything anymore because that was me at some point in one lifetime somewhere. I don't know what their experiences are. I don't know what
mhm.
influenced them. All I know is that I'm a soul having a human experience. And the
Yeah.
lighter I feel about things, the less judgmental, the less trying to control, the actually more playful and easy it becomes, and it just brings me so much joy, and that little giggle bubble that comes up that, "Oh, yeah, this is how I wanna feel all the time,"
Mhm.
right? And as we ebb and tide out of it, it doesn't mean I get that all the time, but it's a more constant. It happens more often than it
And
did a few
yeah,
years
and
ago.
we recover faster, like, I find now I can go to my places. I had one of them this morning. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so frustrated with this, this," and then it's like, "Okay, frustrated, got it, check." That felt good, get that frustrated out. Yeah, dance it out. Okay, frustrated, yeah, good, we got that. And, back to the day now. It was like I didn't judge myself for having these
No.
kind of woke up feeling, whoa, a bit feisty. And it's like, oh, that's okay. But what's
Yeah.
really beautiful is how quickly I'm not trying to,
Recalibrating.
yeah, and I'm not trying to like, no, I'm not going to feel that way. I'm afraid of feeling that way. I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling it. Let's get in there and like bang on the drum, It's like, and then lo and behold, like not even 5 minutes later, I was clear. I
Yeah.
felt I'm back on track again. In fact, wow, that frustration just pushed me up the road. Like it gave me a supercharge, right?
And it's really funny because I I know from personal experience, I don't change unless I am frustrated by something and I go, "No, that's enough of that. That's not happening anymore." Right? But if it doesn't frustrate
Yeah.
you, it doesn't create that spark of like, "No, this is going to change." Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
find it's actually a very useful tool, so even anger, like, you need all those emotions.
Yeah.
They bring about catalyst and change, and without it, things would become stagnant, and we certainly don't want stagnant. Yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah,
It's very therapeutic, and um, we get to learn how to do this well. We get to learn how to do this and have it not take our, never mind day down, like even hour. It didn't even take an hour down for me,
yeah,
but I had to be real and be present with it. I couldn't try to like, one of the things and we're in Gemini season, by the way, everybody. So one of the things that you really want to watch is not to start building a story. Not like really, and trust me, I'm a Gemini through and through. And this is the danger zone. I call it the mind field, is to start to go, okay, this is happening because of this and this and this. And I'm now projecting blame onto this and this and this. And I am making, now I'm connecting it to all these other things in my life and I'm really pissed off about them. And as soon as you start doing that, you're weaving a web that you're going to stick yourself into.
yeah,
So it is really about like, okay, yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious about how this reminds me of that and that and that. I'm
yeah.
curious about how this is a pattern. I'm curious.
Oh, Ashala just dropped out. She'll come back. Happy solar return, Cindy. Yeah, 100%. I know Ashala's working over there. We must be running close to time, guys. And it's funny. she talked about a spider web. Ah, there we go. She's back. Oops, there we go. No, you're taking a second, love. You'll be back in. I was saying to a friend the other day, we weave our own spider webs and then get trapped in them. So that's the story expanding. So funny that you said that. I'm like, I just said that yesterday. Like,
I'm curious about why I got bumped out.
Right? Oh, so funny. So funny. Anyways, yeah, some Reiki on the connection.
Reiki on the connection. I guess it's telling us, wrap it up, ladies. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, and
It's
it's
so
Ashala's
delightful.
solar return coming up as well. So,
I'm
yeah,
already done. My solar return's done. Been there, done that, gone.
right. Oh, you know what? For some reason, I had it really correlated. So happy solar return, love.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
It
Keep
was
being
last month.
right.
That's so last month.
Right.
In fact,
Oh,
it
yeah. It was at
happened,
the
and
end
I
of the
was
trip.
I was in a
Oh,
I was in a jet lag stupor on my
right.
birthday. I was just like, I don't even know where I am. I just arrived in my new place. I was
We're
so jet
celebrating you
lagged.
we're celebrating you this trip, by the way. So that's to me, that was
Yay!
like that's when we celebrate Ashala's birthday. So
It's true. It's true.
so quick recap, everyone. Tickets are $99 and now 2 for 1. So if you've already bought a ticket, bring a friend. Okay. And yes, Margie, happy solar return as well. May 23rd. That's right. Whoops. Popped over. And it's this coming Friday, June 19th, the day of the sun in the tarot. It's from 11:11 until 4:44, but we're likely gathering for a meal afterwards as well. And so I will post the link below this video within 10 minutes of this call, if not sooner. And if you're not on one of our mailing lists, we recommend that you are, because these kinds of things are coming up, or points of connection, that's how it's being sent out first.
Mhm.
So definitely make sure you're on the mailing list, and you will get a reminder with that one as well. And so if you've got a ticket and you want a friend that wants to come, just bring them. We know it's a small enough group. Okay.
Mhm.
And thank you for carving out the time to spend with us today. Yeah, we're very grateful, and we honor all of you. Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Thank
Aw, thanks,
you.
Ricky. Thank
Yeah,
you.
and give yourself a hug today. Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Mhm.
Mhm.
And so until we see you again, which shouldn't be too far out, and
Mhm.
stay tuned for more content, and we are creating a whole Egypt movie that'll be shared out at some point. So, yeah, gathering that info. So, much love, everyone.
Blessings, everybody. Have a beautiful